Hey, so I'm just coming in to do a weekly collective reading for this next week, or this week I should say. I'm so used to doing it on Sunday, but I was traveling, I didn't have time. So I thought I'd come in and do a update for this week because there is some really big energies that are happening. We have just moved into Cancer, so I know most people think that we're actually moving into Leo, but because of the precession of the equinox and moving back 1 degree every 72 years, we've actually almost shifted a complete full zodiac sign back. So when I talk about like 5D time, this is like living with the natural rhythms of the earth and the stars. You know, we were meant to change kind of with the seasons and keep in alignment with that. The tropical zodiac really throws us off because it's based on the 12-month calendar. It was kind of made like that to fit in a box, which no longer works for you know, us evolving. We're meant to evolve, right? So we're actually coming into Cancer, and with the Mayan calendar, we have the day out of time. And so that's on July 25th. So the day out of time is like a day zero before the start of the new galactic year. So the day zero is a time to create. It's a time for art. It's a time for love and joy, things like that. So it's kind of like that zero energy. I think, you know, it's that infinity I'm getting here. And like, because, you know, they say zero isn't a number. Zero is a number I'm getting here. So it's like it's starting into this new galactic cycle. So we're in Cancer, so Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the subconscious, I feel like here a lot of the things that are going to come up through the subconscious, through your dreams, because Cancer is also related to the 4th layer of the aura, which is the astral layer, and the 4th stargate, which is the heart chakra. So we have a lot of the themes of Cancer coming out. So love, but also like to heartache. And like, I feel like here there's like a collective purging. It's very much based too on the collective subconscious, the collective traumas and things like that. So there's a lot of purging going on within Cancer, but also too, I feel like there's a huge heart opening that's happening. I keep getting things like about a vortex, and then like the heart being a vortex and having that vortex energy. And it's really about the law of rhythm and going with the waves, the ebbs and flows. Because Cancer is ruled by the moon, I believe the moon changes every couple of days. So it's like you're going into a different cycle almost every couple of days. So it's very like the waves in and out. But we also have that very green energy, but the blue as well connected to the water, but the green energy connected to the heart. So it's giving me like the land and the sea. And then we've got the Cancer, the crab, right? Who can walk on the land. And, you know, traverse through the ocean. So we'll see what comes out here for that. So yeah, we're coming into Cancer, that, you know, energy of like the heart, compassion, love, joy, forgiveness, you know, things like that. I feel like here this is going to be some big themes, relationships to emotions. There's going to be a lot of emotions because Cancer connected to water. There might be a lot of like crying, things like that. So I do talk a little bit about this on my Facebook. So if you're interested more in that, I would go there and look at some of my posts, because I feel like here we're kind of in this energy here because the heart chakra sits at the 4th, like right in the middle between the upper chakras and the lower chakras. We have like this like vortex energy, I feel like here. And I keep getting that word for some reason. And I feel like there is I'm getting the song, what is it? Jumpstart My Heart. I feel like here there is like almost a collective heart opening. I've been feeling a lot of that just this past weekend, and I've had my own experiences with that. So there might be a lot of things coming up about like love, relationships, self-love, you know, compassion, you know, things like that. Or you might be purging a lot of like old heartache and old grief coming back up to the surface. So with that being said, let's see here what the archetypal energy is for this week here. So we got death coming out here. So transformation. And this is a major arcana. So I am going to associate this to a collective death process that we're going through. This is happening throughout the collective, is a transformation. So with the death card, we have here knowledge, the skulls. I feel like we're gaining wisdom in a process of transformation. We might be cutting things out of our lives that are no longer serving us. It might be relationships. I did talk about this when I posted out about it being Cancer season. But yeah, there is some sort of collective transformation that's happening here. And I like here too how we have the green, so we got the heart coming out here, but also to the red here, so representing, you know, could be the root chakra and being very grounded at this time, because there is some sort of transformation that's happening within the collective here. We've got the snake on there too, so Kundalini, I feel like there is some like Kundalini rising, some consciousness, but I feel like we're gaining some wisdom out of maybe letting things go. Maybe having to cut things off of our lives, which actually really makes a lot of sense to me, because I was just talking to my sister about that earlier. So let's see who our guide is for this week, and one of the crystals we can use here. So we got Ascended Master, Babaji, and Diamond. So it shall be. So I like Ascended Masters. When I see Ascended Masters come down, it's wisdom, it's knowledge. They're, you know, helping us on our path to self-mastery. So it says here, I pursue my soul purpose with passion and dedication. I have an inner knowing that everything is working out according to a greater loving plan. My highest priorities reflect the desires of my soul. I generously invest my time, energy, and focus on what truly moves my heart. My commitment to my heart's loving truth is my sanctuary. Yeah, we're talking about the heart quite a bit here. You know, generously investing time, energy, focus on what truly moves our heart. My commitment to my heart's loving truth is my sanctuary. And inner stillness anchors me in peace. So I feel like here there is some like stillness coming up this week. You know, being in that process of transformation, being grounded in that. I am calm as the wild creativity of the divine feminine stimulates my soul growth and spiritual awakening. Yeah, if there is like a collective death and rebirth, or a collective dark night that is happening for some people, and this could be like relationship breakdown, job breakdown, beliefs even. It doesn't even have to be like a physical thing. It could be some of your beliefs are changing, and you know, you're seeing different perspectives which kind of shatter your beliefs, which can kind of make people question their reality here. But it looks like we've got the diamond coming out here, and it's like, I feel like here this is like the jewel within. This is going to be like a diamond of knowledge here that we're getting, and I feel like here after this there's like this shining bright. The diamond kind of refracts all the colors of the rainbow. So I feel like here there's a lot of healing that's coming on, but a lot of like with the rainbow, I'm getting a lot of like Ascended Masters as well, a lot of learning and a lot of wisdom with that. So I feel like here there is like a diamond within the self, within the death, within that process here. So let's see what else comes out. Yes, soul growth stimulates my soul growth and spiritual awakening. So I feel like we're going through another process of awakening within this death. Yeah, and then we've got the Divine Feminine, and I believe this here is number 13. So I always associate 13, you know, to the goddess, to that Divine Feminine. So let's see, and it's like, so it shall be. So it's like kind of inevitable, it's giving here. Like this is how it's going to be, type of thing. So soul lesson, so failure. So it says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So we got this like, and this is kind of giving me almost like the vortex energy too, here with that. So I feel like here there might be a process and a transformation where there was something that occurred, maybe a failure, could be a relate to a job or relationship, or maybe something that you were trying to accomplish. But this is like the soul lesson that's coming up right now. And I feel like here with this failure, see, we've got the red and the green again coming out. So I feel like here very much tied to the heart, but also to the root chakra, our safety, our stability. So I'm getting with this here, it's like there might be something that is coming up, and this can be an old grief as well that's coming up, about failure. There's like lessons and learnings in failure. And it's saying that a mistake, that a perceived mistake, because I believe that, you know, there are no mistakes, but a perceived mistake is only an opportunity to learn and to grow. Our failures are our biggest teachers, because they are the things that help us to grow. I'm getting with this. So within this death process, there might have been something come up about maybe a failing relationship, a failing job, like a failing business, something like this, where we're now having the opportunity and the growth to learn through that. And it's actually helping us to ascend to another level, to awaken to another level here, because we're learning and we're growing with that. So let's see what else comes out. Yeah, and I feel like here it says, I generously invest my time, energy, and focus on what truly moves my heart. And I feel like here maybe this failure was something that you might have really invested your time in as well. Invested your heart in, I'm getting. Let's see what else is coming up. We've got the eternal dance. Yeah, movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance here. So number 19, I was getting actually somatic dance as well. It's moving with the waves, right, in the ocean. It's the dance of life. It's that ebbs and flows that happen within life here. So I really like this here. We've got the divine feminine coming out again, number 19. So with that, we've got 10. So we've got that wheel and that energy of a beginning and an ending, all in one type of thing. So we've got like this movement that's happening, and I feel like here we've almost got like, I feel like it's funny here we have like almost like this, I feel like here like vortex energy, and then it's like we've got this dancing and swirling, this vortex energy. I feel like Cancer is a lot about cycles, but also two cycles simultaneously moving, past, present, and future, and us like riding the waves of the energies that are coming and going. So I feel like here, yeah, we've got a lot of movement that's happening with the waves here. With that path of least resistance. So I feel like here, yeah, it's like moving with instead of against, moving with the energy and the changes, moving with the transformation instead of resisting it and trying to move against it. So let's see. What do we have here? Shambhala initiations. Yeah, and I feel like Shambhala and Babaji go together with that here, the Ascended Masters, because we've got retreating to recharge, trusting the process, and Dharma here. So there is some sort of initiation that's happening. There's this process of death, an initiation in death here. But I feel like here, yeah, we've got this energy of maybe needing to take time and rest. And also to recharge our energy, but also too, I feel like Shambhala is home to a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom within that. So the Ascended Mastery I'm getting here. So trusting the process. So, and then it says here, I generously invest my time and energy and focus on what truly moves my heart. I have an inner knowing that everything is working out according to a greater plan. So yeah, trusting the process with that here. So I like that there. We've kind of got like this, some sort of initiation into another cycle I'm getting here. And with that kind of makes sense with this new galactic year that's coming up here, is like, I feel like here there is like an ending and a beginning with that. So let's see what else comes out here. And I like too when I said like with Cancer, we've got like a lot of green and blue coming out here with this dance, the earth and the water. So we got spirit animal. So it says here, animal medicine companion, think differently. Yeah, so I feel like here, that's like the failure. So it's like, I feel like we're being asked to look at our failures as opportunities for growth with that. So it's thinking differently, seeing a different perspective of it. So there might be something, yeah, that comes up where it's triggering something, one of your failures. Maybe it's fear of failure as well. You have a fear of failure, but it's like because of the past and what's happened in the past. But I feel like here you're being asked to think differently. But I feel like because we're connected to the heart, that's like that very green energy. It's like the green spectrum. So we've got the animal messengers, the plants, the earth, you know. So I feel like here we're getting like messages through animals here. And one way you can kind of gather the messages from animals is like really being still and quiet, but also too, I feel like if you have trouble with that, it's like if you see an animal, maybe look it up. Whenever you're looking it up, you're aligning with its energy, because you want to know more about it. Like you're kind of, you're inviting, you know, it's like the energy is being invited in to know more about this animal and align with it. So look up maybe the animals and what you're receiving and what you're seeing, and what their messages are here. So we got number 17. So number 8 with that. So I feel like there's like some flow, but also too, it's like, yeah, that it's giving me that flow and that dance, right? Of nature, of the water within that. There might be two companion as well that you have. So it might be an animal companion, a dog, a cat, you know, something like that, that is sending you some messages as well. And then we got animal medicine. So there might be some sort of medicine or shamanic. It's giving me shamanic ancestor medicine that comes up for you. It could even be like herbs or anything like that to use at this time during this like Cancer season, because I feel like it's very connected to the earth, very connected to the waters here. So I'm gonna see what animal comes out. So let's see here. So we have the ram, perseverance. Yeah, because we're going through a death, we're being asked to, like, you know, have that perseverance, persevere through. And I feel like here, I was seeing the mountain quite a bit, actually, mountaintops for symbols. So it was like, I feel like here it's like persevering, climbing up that mountain. It says here, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow here. So yeah, it looks like here we're just being asked to, you know, persevere. But also, I feel like here, there might be too with the ram, because I'm getting like with the horns here, there might be a little bit of stubbornness within that, you know, within the process of death. I feel like here it's like we're being asked to go with it instead of against here, with the energies, with that. So there might be some butting of heads as well, is what I'm getting with others as well. Let's see what else comes out here. So we got a gateway. It says mystery voyage travel, number 51. So a lot of that blue and green energy coming through again. So it looks like here there is some sort of gateway that's opening, you know, some sort of gateway we're walking through with this process of transformation. But also too, we've got number 51, so number 6. So I feel like here there is some sort of, it's giving me like gateway to peace. And also to like higher communication as well. So I feel like here that might be some of your animal guides coming through within that, that higher communication here, because we've got like this kind of being up here in the mountains. See, we've got mountaintops here with the rams. And I feel like here it's like there's this gateway that's opening up, this gateway of transformation. But it looks like we got some mystery within that. So there might be some sort of, something that comes to the surface here with that, Let's see what else we have. You might be called to travel too, as well. Maybe retreating might involve some travel here. There might be maybe travel to a like a water destination as well. I'm getting with that tropical destination. Yeah, we got a lot of like blues and greens with that ocean and kind of land jungle energy here. So this might be your gateway wherever you end up going. Let's see what else comes out here. So we got twin flame for some of you. It says a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So I feel like here, you know, matters of the heart. So there might be some travel where there is, you know, this is something where you meet somebody of your twin flame. So what they say for twin flames is that they are kind of that other half. So we got the divine masculine and feminine split in two. And this is a spiritual connection that happens with that. So it looks like here we've kind of got some sort of spiritual connection that's going to happen here. Like I was saying with this gateway, I was thinking, yeah, there's like a higher communication. We've got decisions. So yeah, there might be some decisions on cutting off things that no longer serve us. But it says here the need to gain clarity through decision making. Yeah, so while we can make decisions, it's like it's going to help bring clarity in with that. So it says pay attention. Yeah, I feel like your guides are sending you signs, spirit animals. We've got here, it says look out for signs from divine knowledge, red flags. So yeah, there might be maybe like in relationships, maybe in jobs, like maybe even just where you're living, dealing with other people, family, things like that. Maybe there's some like red flags that you're being asked to pay attention to. Because I feel like the energy might not be serving you. So let's see, I'll pick one more here. And we got creativity. Yeah, with Cancer, I feel like here we got a lot of that creative energy. It says here, have fun, express yourself in new ways. We're going through a process of death, and I feel like here there's like this newness coming, and I feel like here our creativity with Cancer is going to be kind of turned up with that. It's like that energy of the heart, right? So I'm going to see what else comes up. So it looks like here we got some past energy of loss. Yeah, so that might be failure as well. It says reversal of fortune. So it's funny here how we have like the wheel of life, which is like that wheel of fortune. And then we've got reversal of fortune. So I feel like here this is a past energy where, you know, there was some loss, or maybe it's even like some failure. But I feel like here the wheel is turning here. And that's like really the law of rhythm that's really potent in Cancer right now, is like the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. The pendulum, it swings one way, but it always swings back. And that's kind of what I was getting with that, is like there might have been a loss of fortune in the past, but I feel like here, and maybe there was some failure, maybe there was a feeling of failure that was coming over that. But I feel like here the wheel is turning with that. We got number 16, so number 7. And I feel like here, yeah, so that's giving me a 7, always gives me kind of like an initiation. So I feel like here there's like an initiation. The wheel is turning into movement. The pendulum is now swinging with that. So, and I was posting about that, navigating that on my Facebook. Navigating the vortex. Yeah, because we're in the vortex, right? Let's see what we can do to help this energy. We've got heal the attachment wound. Yeah, it comes up a lot with Cancer relationships. The matters of the heart. It says here, your worth is not tied to being needed. Let go of proving your value and just be. And it's got like love, blessed. It's got a whole bag of like goodies here. So I feel like here, there might be a wound that we're being asked to, you know, let go. We're being asked to release that and let go of here. And it might deal with attachment. And that shows up a lot in our relationships, attachment issues, right? It's codependency, trauma bonds, things like that. Because it's wounds that we have that the other person now identifies with as well, or they also identify with. And that's kind of something that joins us together, but it's not a healthy relationship. So I feel like here it's like let go of proving your value. So I feel like here sometimes we overcompensate whenever, you know, that's when people pleasing comes out, because we have those attachment issues. It's like we feel like we need to go above and beyond because we want people to stay. We want them to love us and, you know, value us. But I feel like here I'm really getting, and I like here how this one here is like, this one's like getting robbed. And this one here is like come with like a big sack of, let's say like these are like metals, and is like walking away from it. So I feel like here, yeah, there might be some loss involved or with this attachment wound. But it looks like here it's like you're kind of freeing yourself from other people's you know, other people's opinions, but also to judgment, and it's like giving yourself your self-worth and your value away. So let me see what else comes up. I'm going to pull I've got kind of a couple I want to flip out here. We just need one, and of course we get a green one, peridot, perfect. So we've got here peridot. What is it? Peridot is a chic type of olivine. It's like vitamin D for your crystal diet plan. The stone's sunny energy and candy lime hues promote a zest for life. The intensity of peridot's green shade comes from iron, a metal with an energy that gets things done. So who needs it? Anyone dreading those long winter nights? Yeah, so being alone, right? Brooders. So where to put it? Wherever you give chase to love, money, joy, power. When to use it? When you're not applying yourself. Success isn't something to be afraid of. Yeah, so failure. This is like, that was totally what that was like, you know, afraid to fail. Success isn't something to be afraid of. So then you have permission to go for it. Power up with peridot and enjoy the ride. Magnetize your motivation. So yeah, I feel like here there might be a need to recharge to help us like gain that creativity to motivate, you know, to get that motivation back, because it looks like here like a process of death is not it's draining. It can be draining, right? So I feel like here we're being asked to kind of like recharge, but also to help us bring in that motivation. Peridot is a good one to call in. You don't necessarily need the crystal. You can just intend its energy, call it in, align yourself with it by looking up the properties of it. So I'm going to pull a healing card. So we have choice. Yeah. It says, I choose serenity, light, and positive energy no matter what I go through. I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. So I feel like here, this is a good one if you want to take a screenshot of that to save for yourself this week. Look at, we have this like alignment that's happening and coming up here. But I'm also getting with that as well. It's like, I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. So we can be going through this process of death. And we have the choice. We can choose, you know, negativity and maybe pessimism, and choose our moods, right? Or we can choose to be happy. It's like not relying on other people to make us happy. That's our own choice, right? And I did post about that as well. So it says, I rise above fear. Yeah, so there might be fear in this process of death. But it's like we're rising above, right? Like I was almost getting like this energy here, like the ascension, rising above the fear with that. So it looks like here there might be some choices that you're being asked to make in this process of transformation. Let's see what else Oh, and this is really giving me too with Cancer, this gateway, it's like voyage and travel. This is giving me astral travel. A lot of you get messages in your dreams, like the whole collective is going to be getting messages in their dreams, because I feel like here, now that we're in Cancer, this is something that's heightened. But this could also refer to like either an outer body experience or astral travel, where you're going to be traveling through some sort of gateway with that. So you could physically, and it could be astrally. This is the power of our mind, right? Making that choice, the power of our mind. And we have surrender. Yeah. It's saying here, release resistance and control. This is the death, right? Surrendering, going with the flow, non-resistance. Number 46 here. So number 10. So we got that ending and new beginning happening with this. And this is kind of almost energy here too, is like this is kind of giving me like a gateway as well, the arms being up like this. And I feel like here it's almost like floating, you know, whenever you're like floating in the water, you got your arms up. I feel like here we're being asked to kind of like just, I feel like it's almost like not be so tense even too. It's like relaxing, trying to relax through the process. Maybe even like you can try even like floating in water as well, letting the waves like wash you here. I feel like that's kind of very symbolic right now, and helping that energy to flow. So I'm just going to pull one more, because Cancer deals a lot with relationships, matters of the heart, friendships, family. I'm going to just pull a card here. See here what's coming up in that. So it says here, growing apart. So this may resonate for some of you. There is maybe some growing apart within family, friends, relationships of all sorts here. And it says you're not on the same page anymore, and maybe the healthiest thing to do is stop pretending you are. So this is a lesson that might be coming up here with some relationships in our lives here. So it looks like here, you know, we have a growing of apart, and that's not like anything that's bad. You know, it's still, we're growing, right? We're growing. Now that we're growing, you know, you are ascending up into different, like the vibrations. And I feel like here it's things that are kind of not within that vibrational range will, you know, drop off, or, you know, there might be an ending of a friendship or relationship. But it also could mean too that doesn't mean that that's forever. It could for some people, but it doesn't mean that that's forever. You know, there always can be a coming back together, right? Once that, you know, the other person maybe meets you on that vibration. So I like here, because it's like the healthiest thing. So I feel like here it's like cutting out the things that are not healthy for us. Maybe it looks like maybe there's a little bit maybe of toxicity maybe on one side here, where it's like this is no longer serving us, like I was saying with this process of death here, with that. So but you're still growing, learning from your failures. So maybe that's what I was saying, maybe there's some sort of relationship failure that's coming up here, where we're being asked to look at our failures as opportunities to grow. This is a growth. This ultimately, this person is helping you to grow, but you are outgrowing them now. With that is what I'm really getting with that. But it's healthy. It's healthy to cut out the things that are no longer serving you. And that's not going to be easy. So that's why we have perseverance come up here. Patience, having patience, trusting the process came out as well. So I hope that that resonated for you, and you'll have to let me know. Thanks.